Hi, how are you? My name is Angel. Today's video is somewhat out of the ordinary for me. It's not something that I usually do, but I am wanting to share a bit more of my life with you guys, and I thought that this would be a fun thing to do because it is something that I do a lot of and honestly quite enjoy. I am a clean freak. If you follow my Instagram, you might know I'm always cleaning. It's a little bit sad. I'm a bit of a clean freak and I take the condition of my house very seriously. I'm quite house proud as well. You're never gonna come into my house and find it looking crazy, ever. I'm like ready. If you show up at 2 in the morning, my house is immaculate, okay? I don't play games. So I thought that I'd share with you guys a few of the things that have been helping me keep up with the house now that I don't have help. Of course, with the pandemic, my cleaning lady isn't coming nearly as often as she used to. Typically, pre-pandemic, I would have her over once or twice a month. Usually that's all I need because it is just me. I live by myself. The house doesn't really get out of control, and I mainly have her come in to deal with the things that I just feel take too much elbow grease for me, because I'm not gonna kill myself. I can't kill myself. I like to enjoy. So I happily do the things that I enjoy doing, or the things that bring me joy to do, but there are some things that are just a bit too difficult. Like I'm not gonna scrub the bathtub every day. I'm not gonna do it, but it needs a scrubbing quite frequently, you know. So I have her come and really put the elbow grease in to do it, and then I keep up with it on a daily basis. Like I'll clean and throw some bleach down the drain. Anyway, all that to say that I'm just going to share with you a few of the things that I've considered superstars in the past couple months that I've really enjoyed or that have really helped me keep up with the house and run the house since she hasn't been in a long time. I haven't seen my cleaning lady in almost 2 months. What is today? This is mid-August? Yeah, almost 2 months, which is like I miss her the way you'd miss your friend. I miss Consolata so bad. Honestly, I think I'm gonna have her come at the end of the month because there's some things which okay, all right, let's get into it. First of all, and in this video, this is probably going to be the only cooking item. I think all the rest are kind of cleaning items. This is the only cooking item, but I have to talk about this chopper. I've had this chopper for a long time, probably about a year, maybe a bit more now, but I'm using it more than I ever have because I'm cooking everything I eat. Now, as you know, I'm on a really ridiculous childish diet for illness management, so I've been cooking everything, and because of that I've been using this chopper more than I have in forever. I hate the smell of onions on my hands. You know how after you've chopped up onions you have them like in your fingers? No, absolutely not. I have the nose of a bloodhound. I can smell things. Like I can smell if there's a tiny bit of scent in the air, I can identify it. So if I touch onions, I'm gonna be able to smell them for the next few hours, and it's off brand, okay? It's off brand for me. I'm not gonna do it. So in order to chop up my onions for my meals, I've been throwing them in the chopper. This is so convenient. It's really, really easy. You just throw chunks that fit in the chopper in, and then you pull. Let me show you. It's mechanical. So that's the blade. You pull and it chops everything up with ease. I have been like, girl, it is a lifesaver. I mostly do onions in it. I also do kachumbari in it, like a quick kachumbari. Throw in half of an onion, tomato, some dania, whatever else you put in kachumbari. 1, 2, 3 pulls, you have your kachumbari. I've also thrown lettuce in here when I want to shred lettuce. I'm not gonna fight with lettuce for 10 minutes to do it when this will do it in a minute. So girl, this is excellent. When I bought it, I did use it quite a bit, but I wasn't cooking as much as I am now. Right now I cook twice a day, every day, both my lunch and my dinner. So this is indispensable. If this broke, I would leave the house immediately to go and get a new one, for real. But it hasn't, I mean, it's taken quite a bit of abuse. I've dropped it quite a few times in the time that I've owned it. And I mean, I have this crack in it. I don't know if you can see, I have a crack right here, but it's still very stable because I've had that crack since just before Christmas last year. So this is the business. It's a Tefal. It's from that brand, and I got it at Carrefour. I've seen it at ShopRite. I've also seen it at the store at Yaya that has household goods. I don't know what the name of that store is, but you know the store that I mean. They have it as well. There is also a bigger one, which I guess is designed for if you wanted to do like a full salad in it. But I'm happy to chop the salad thing separately. It doesn't really take that long to like get stuff out and organize a salad. I do think I would get the bigger ones, just that I feel like the big one is expensive. It's also not, I mean, this isn't cheap. It's teeny tiny and it costs like $2.5. It's not free, but it's so worth it. This oh my gosh, my hands smell like lotion all the time. For this next couple of things, my house doesn't really get dirty like that. I'm not really a dirty person. I don't drop things around, like you won't find like food on my floor or anything, but my house gets very dusty. I usually leave windows and doors wide open because I like air flowing through the house, so my house gets real dusty real quickly. So I do have to keep up with my surfaces quite keenly. My tables, my surfaces and my floors get dusty real quick, so I'm often wiping things down. For my floors, when I tell you this spin mop has changed my life, this spin mop has changed my life. I used to have a regular mop with a regular mop bucket, you know. Then I got this. Okay, it looks like that. Okay, this is the mop itself. The mechanism is that, sorry, I mopped yesterday. I don't know if it's properly clean. Okay, it's decent enough. I can show you. The mechanism is that this fits into the bottom of the bucket, and then you go like that. This motion spins the mop in there. See? So imagine you have water in there, you spin it, it picks up the water, and then you put it in here, in there, and then you spin it, and my God, there has to be a better way to show this. You spin it like that, and it drains the water out, okay? This takes a lot of the elbow grease out of mopping, because you know that pushing it into a regular mop bucket to squeeze it out, and then all of that becomes mechanical. Like you don't really have to use elbow grease to get your mopping done. I love it. And then it comes with a replaceable head, so it comes with two heads, so you can take this out and fling it in the washing machine to wash, and then it comes out white. Doesn't this look like a new mop? It's not. I've had it for, this is mid-August, so I've had it for just over a month now. Fling it in the washing machine. I bleach them so that they stay white. I love it. I'm mopping for no reason at this point. Like I just mop. At some point I was doing my floors maybe every 2 to 3 days. Now I can very easily, I try to keep up with my kitchen the most. My kitchen and right here, because I usually have my balcony doors wide open, so it can get dusty. I'm doing it every 2 days, my kitchen every single night, no problem. It's very easy to keep up with because the mopping takes almost no energy at all. So highly recommend that spin mop. I will link it below because I got it on Jumia. I'll link it in the description box. Also for my floors, because I'm extra, I got a floor steamer. I also got this on Jumia a couple weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, and I love this thing so much. I can't take it. I cannot handle how much I love this steamer. It's a floor steamer or a steam mop. Is another way I've seen it referred to. Mine is Rampton's. I've seen some people get the really fancy one from Bissell. I think Dyson has one as well. Mine is Rampton's. It didn't really cost much at all. I've never had one of these, so I didn't want to spend a lot of money and like import one. I just wanted to get a standard one and see if it was useful. I love it. I don't know what I was doing before steam mopper came into my life. Like this is the business. What it does, it works in the same way that a steam iron would work. You open this thing here, you put some water in, and then once you turn it on, it starts to heat up the water so you can steam your floors. Now, I don't use this for all of my floors, but this is amazing for my kitchen. You know how when you're cooking, you'll drop all kinds of things. You might drop gravy, you might get food stains in the kitchen. This, because it's hot, picks up everything. I also like to use it for my rugs, my carpets. Whenever I have when I feel like the carpet is dusty and I vacuum and I feel like it hasn't really picked up, I will steam the carpet and it picks everything up. When was it? The other day, maybe like a week ago, I was sitting on my floor because I'm always sitting on my floor. I knocked over my mug of coffee. I didn't have much coffee in it. It was maybe like up to there. right? And then it spilled on my rug in my office. And I got the steamer, set it right on the stain, let it steam. And then I came in with a rag, like a wet towel, and it came up like magic. This thing for picking up stains on floors, this is girl. I don't know what I've been doing without a floor steamer, but this is my life now. This is my lifestyle. This is how I live now. Oh, I love you so much, baby. I love you so much. Thank you so much. This has changed my life, because those are stains that I would probably have used a lot of elbow grease to get through in the past. Like I'm the girl that will, you know, get down with detergent spray and be down there with a brush trying to fight with a carpet. This takes out all of the elbow grease. Like, this is my baby. Thank you so much, honey. Like, I'm so glad that you found me. I'm very happy with this purchase. You could also use it for regular mopping. I have preferred to use the spin mop for regular mopping of my floors, unless anything has dropped on the floor that I want to pick up, because then this picks it up easier. Also, the attachment on the bottom comes off, and I can fling that in the washing machine with my spin mop. I bleach that as well because it's white. I should also mention that it comes with a number of attachments. So this bit can come off, this top handle bit can come off, and you can use it as a handheld steamer for like your couch. If I got a stain on my couch and I just needed to attack that little bit, I obviously wouldn't want to use the big floor attachment on my couch. I would just use the little targeted, it's about the size of a blow dryer, maybe a little bit smaller than a blow dryer, to just get whatever stain is on my carpet or on my duvet or on any little fabric things around the house. Honestly, I've used it on clothing before. I was wearing a white t-shirt and I touched the door of my car. It had just been waxed, so I had a little wax stain on my t-shirt, and I just got the little attachment on the steamer, steamed my t-shirt, and it came right out. Listen, girl, you don't have to listen to me, but you should. You need this thing. You need it. I'll link it in the description box. This is not a tool, it's more of a product. This is, oh, my crown is slipping off brand. This is caustic soda, otherwise known as sodium hydroxide. So let me backstory. I'm the kind of person that always clears my plate. I would rather serve my plate 2 or 3 times, like go for seconds and thirds, than not like have food left on my plate. But of course, usually when you eat, there's always like residue, you know, there's like you might have a little rice left on your plate, you might have a little bit of gravy left, you know, whatever the case may be. Because my plate is usually free of, I don't have lots of leftovers in my plate, I will just fling everything that's left on the plate down the sink. I don't throw it in the bin, because then the bin gets too stinky. Like when you throw too much organic stuff into the bin, it'll get stinky real quick because it's organic, it's gonna start to decay. And of course, it's just me. I have the Brabantia. I'll link my dustbin below. It's the best dustbin ever. Argue with yourself. My bin takes quite a long time to fill up before I have to take the trash out, because again, it is just me. So usually I'll need to take the trash out twice a week, and honestly I do think I even take it out a bit too often. I could probably do a week. It's just that I'm crazy. I need to take the trash out. So I'm all over the map. Angel, focus. So because I throw everything down the sink, of course then the sink can start to get a little stinky because there's all kind of organics in the pipes and stuff. Enter caustic soda. I am flinging this down the drain at any given opportunity. As long as I remember, I will throw this down the drain. You don't throw it down whole. It's crystal. It's anhydrous sodium hydroxide, so it looks like, I don't want to get it on my hands because I could get caustic burns. Oh, you can't see. It's crystallized sodium hydroxide, so it looks like detergent flakes, but in a crystal form. Because it's pure sodium hydroxide, the reaction with water and with other things is going to be it's very reactive, let's say that. So you don't want to throw this down the drain whole as it is. You want to put this in water, the caustic soda in the water, not water onto caustic soda, okay? You have your plastic container, please not metal, because again it's very reactive. Remember your reactivity series. in a plastic container, you put in some lukewarm water or room temp water, and then you throw in a tablespoon of caustic soda, and then you swish that around and you throw that down the drain. It eats everything up. It leaves nothing in its wake. Like, whenever I've left the sink maybe a couple days and I start to feel like it starts to smell like a sink that has seen food in it, which it barely gets there, but let's say that I have. Let's say I went home for the weekend, so I didn't deal with the sink, and I come back and it smells like I had thrown rice down there or whatever. This eats everything up. The sink smells like nothing. I used to do it with bleach before, but this is much more effective. In that, because bleach, I think to an extent, what bleach does is it masks the smell of the sink with the smell of bleach without necessarily getting rid of whatever is down the drain. This gets rid of everything. Like, it reacts with everything and consumes everything in your drain. So if you're trying to, if you have a nasty drain that won't get like there's stuff stuck in your drain, this is what you need. I have used it in my washing machine as well. I think at some point there was like lint stuck in the piping of my washing machine, so it wasn't draining as quickly. I just put filled it with water, put some of this in, and then let it drain out, and now it runs like a dream. Everything runs like a dream here because of Caustic. This is fantastic. This is fantastic, amazing. This right here is a hero. You need gloves. Don't let this get on your skin because it will be the equivalent of an acid burn. It's just a caustic burn. So this is, of course, this is alkaline. It's a sodium hydroxide. It's alkaline, but it's as strong as an acid. I think some people don't register that acids and alkalis can be equally strong, just depending on where they are on the pH scale. Gloves, please. Okay, usually they'll come with instructions. And then for things that I'm not sure about, I use a less strong version. This is by Speed. The brand is called Speed. It's also just sodium hydroxide. It'll be called drain cleaner. Like, some companies will just call it drain cleaner, but usually the ingredients should say sodium hydroxide. That's how you know you have the right thing. Or caustic soda, which is the layman's term for sodium hydroxide. This is what I put down my washing machine because I wasn't sure if this was going to be too strong. I don't know what the elements in there are, if it was going to touch any metal. So I did this one, which is 30% sodium hydroxide. I don't know what they fill it with. This is sodium hydroxide 30% and aluminium dust. Interesting. I don't know why they need aluminium in there, but fine. But yeah, this is excellent. You need it. It also works for, when you have metal finishes and then if you have hard water, I have hard water. If I let the water dry, like if I wash my sink and then I don't wipe it down and I let the water spots dry on the sink, then I'll get the rings of whatever minerals and elements there are in the water. This will clean it right up. Put it in a solution, scrub it down with your Scotch Brite, picks everything up, leaves your sink sparkling. Okay, this is magic. You need it. Finally, I think you guys know that I take scent seriously. My home is a very fragrant place. I'm not playing. I usually have wallflowers going, I have candles burning, reed diffusers, oil burners. Like, it's not a game. However, there are 2 rooms in my house that can be kind of neglected when it comes to scent, simply because I'm not in there a lot of the time, and those are my 2 bathrooms. I'm not happy to leave a candle burning in there unattended. I don't want a wallflower burning in there all day because how much time am I spending in the bathroom? And I find that reed diffusers, which have been my solution prior to these, I'm about to show you, reed diffusers I feel like are kind of wasted in the bathroom because they kind of become too much scent for the bathroom, at least the reed diffusers that I use. So I've been using Airwicks in my bathrooms. These are automated scent sprayer things. So you know how typically in a bathroom you'd have like a spray air freshener? What this does is it saves you the trouble of having to spray the thing because it sprays your air freshener periodically. This is the refill. I have this in my guest bathroom. This is Magnolia and Cherry Blossom. You buy the refill. Usually when you buy it for the first time, it will come with one of these. You put that in there and then you click it closed. In the top, it has a space for a battery. Is it just the one battery? Yeah, I thought it was 2. Yeah, there's 2 batteries in there. I don't know if you can see, it's one on top of the other. And then you set your frequency up here. So you can either set, it has 3 frequency settings, which is how often it's going to how often it's going to, what's it called? How often it's going to spray, how often it's going to dispense fragrance into the air. I have mine set on the lowest setting because I don't need that much scent in my bathrooms. I just don't want to walk in and it's flat. Like, all of my rooms have a vibe, including like my hallway. Whenever I walk into the hallway, even if you drag me in my sleep, I'd know I'm in my hallway because I know what the vibe is in there. So I wanted my bathrooms to have a vibe as well. I didn't want them to smell flat unless I spray something in there. So this sets the vibe for my bathroom. It sprays, I think it sprays on this last setting, I think it's about maybe once every, I think it's about 10 minutes. I've never timed it, but not very frequently. But frequently enough that when I walk in, I smell magnolias when I walk into my guest bathroom. The one in my master has roses. Of course, it has to be roses. Yeah, I just thought they were a really good fragrance solution for my bathrooms where I don't need to manage them. I don't need to be in charge of scenting the room, and I don't need to be worried about a candle falling over or, you know, things catching fire, but the rooms smell really beautiful. These are available in most supermarkets. I don't think I've been to a supermarket and not found these there, but I've also been able to buy the refills on Jumia, so I'll try and link both in the description box if I can find them. That's it. Those are my current top 5 household superstars. Let me know if you learned anything, and let me know if you have any tips for me from what I've shared with you guys. I hope that you enjoyed this kind of content. Let me know if you want more as well. I have had a few requests to do clean with me videos. So, I mean, we'll see how that goes. We'll see. But thank you for watching. God bless you. Love you, mean it. Bye.